This video is going to be about the cQ-DPO volume indicator, which is this one right here. Add it to the chart. This indicator is the DPO, which is a detrended price oscillator, in combination with the trend direction force index indicator. It responds very similar to the TDFI, but it's different. And you can, just give it a try and you can find out. This has a number of modes, like you can change it up here. This parameter right here determines what the color of the lines or where they're going to change. Like here, this is on, we'll set it to 0 cross. Well, first we could probably, you can turn off the dots, and because there is a signal line, you can turn that off as well. And so you can just see right now we're in the 0 cross mode, which you really don't even, in this mode, you don't need the no trade zone lines. And it just is changing, it has two colors, either up or down. So you can use it in that way. Then there's a signal cross, which the colors will change when it crosses, of which I can put the signal line back here. And it will stay gray if it's within the no trade zone area, as you can see. But if you're trying to get these areas here, you can try the signal one. It's a little faster. It also has the normal no trade zone when it crosses up or down on that one. So, and let me show those these lines. And you can control the thickness. Like we'll just stay on this one. You can control the thickness right here, and we'll make this we'll make it 20, a little wider. Obviously, the closer you get it together, the more false signals you'll get. But that's where this force parameter comes in. You can crank it up and you can make that, see how it gets straighter, and then you can narrow this distance here, so say 10, or even you can get it even narrower. This one like 5 or something. You can get, it's removing some of the noise, but it does also kind of limit the amount that you can, it's chopping off the very beginning and ends. So that's the area that you probably are going to mess with. And then you can change, I guess I should point out this DPO has, it's a little different. Generally the DPO appears to me anyway to use a simple moving average on the input, and which is, you can do that, you can set it however you want to set it, but you can also use a number of these and you can get some really different, highly unique settings, and no one else will probably have it. And then the type of smoothing, there's you have all these for however you want to smooth it. You can have it fast, you can have it slow, and you can just mess around with that. As you can see, this changes. And then if you want to remove or lower the force, you can even just have it so it's almost like a DPO right now. And this one, we're going to I'll put it up to 5, I guess. And then there's this parameter here, which you can mess with it. It changes things. Again, it's part of the DPO setting. I just added a couple settings. This is the normal setting that it uses. And then this one's a little faster. And then this one there, it's setting it to 0, which is even faster. Again, more noise. It all depends on how what your system calls for. But you can see this line is it's still pretty flat. So you can mess with that parameter. The other parameter is this one, this smoothing parameter. It's a multiplier. It has to do with the force index portion of the indicator. You can raise it, and you can see that it's narrowing, restricting or making it less signals, or you can lower this to 2, and it'll generate more signals, or even one. Oop! I hit the wrong. I'm sorry. That should be 5. I meant to hit. Where is it? A lot of things in there. Oh, here. This is the one. 2. And then make it even. We'll make it 8. You can see. Anyway, that's another one. The thing you can mess with. You can, like I said, you can mess with the smoothing type, the period. These are just parameters for the moving, like the Jurek moving average. You can change the phase of it if you want, and then the T3 signal, that's what this was designed. This indicator. It's a combination of this DPO T3 and the trend direction force index. So the input portion is the DPO, and then the output portion is this TDFI indicator. And then the other one you have here is you have a signal. Like we'll set this to. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm going to just do the slope change. So it changes on slope. It's very similar to this signal. And you can turn on the dots if you want. And make it a little easier, or however. These numbers, I should say, that you see this 8 right here? That's just for if you want to run this as an expert advisor. That's what these numbers are. I just stuck them there so you didn't have to sit there and try and count them. And then here, the DPO buffer is buffer 2. The no trade zone up line is buffer 1, etc. That's what most of these are. The trend buffer is buffer 10. Uptrend is equal to 1. No trend is equal to 0. And downtrend is equal to -1. And then the signal buffer is on buffer 15, where buffer 0 is the first buffer. So anyway, that's what that's for. And then let's see, well, the signal, we can, I have the signal turned off. And we'll turn the dots off. And the no trade zone lines off, so you can sort of see it. This is like if you really want to get into fast, you're going to try and say get this right here. For example, cross somewhere in there. I mean, that gets it pretty close. It's kind of, it all depends on your system. Like right here, you're going to. But if all your other indicators agree, you have that opportunity to see if you can get it. That's part of having the signal there, and then you can change whatever type. I also added this bit of code here, which seems to do all right. Anyway, and then let's see. I think actually that's about it. Just, there's a ton of combinations you can do, and I can't say it's better than the trend direction force index, the original one. Just different. There's a lot of different things you can do, but that's it, I guess.